in the Pacific Northwest. Real talk, real fun.
All day long.
Join us now.
Can't go wrong.
And now your host, the one, the only, ShanzDev.
Hello, Babble Buddies Northwest Podcast Community! Woo, 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 woo!
How's everybody doing?
It is episode 28, and this is Spirits.
Oh, it sounds scary. We're supposed to be doing this in Halloween.
No, because spirits can mean a strong distilled liquor, such as brandy, whiskey, gin, or rum, or it can be part of a person, emotions, character, the soul.
I'm down with the liquor.
And the soul.
Well, yeah, the soul too. Yes,
He's
please.
a soul man.
I'm a soul man.
It is time for the Pacific Northwest PNW Summary.
Summary.
Yes, we have got a cougar spotted at I-90 Wildlife Crossing Bridge, the first sighting since January 2024.
Isn't that awesome?
It is.
Yeah.
The Washington State Department of Transportation has reported the first cougar sighting of 2025, and it is at our one and only Snoqualmie Pass.
I know. We love the little bridge. Don't we?
We do. We always wave at it. We pretend there's people up there. Ah, there's a hoof. There's an antler.
Oh, yeah, we see
hop,
'em.
little bunny, hop.
We see you up there.
The big cat was spotted moving south to north at 4:45 a.m. on May 28th via the unnamed creek milepost 60.9
What?
crossing bridge on
60.9?
the I-90 Snoqualmie Pass East. How do you couldn't round up in mileposts? 60.9. Yeah, why didn't they go to 61? And why is it an unnamed creek?
It's unnamed.
I
They're gonna
love
have
the
to find- They're going to
PNW.
have to find a name for it one of these days.
Washed out, you got a great sense of humor. This marks the first cougar detection since January 26, 2024,
Nice.
when a cougar was seen at Price Creek. Price Creek has a name.
So just what are we talking? The animal cougar or the lady cougar?
She got legs. It's the animal cougar. It's just
Okay.
a big kitty.
All right, just a big
Yeah.
kitty.
In 2023, there were 5 confirmed cougar sightings, while only 1 was reported in 2020. And then Washout decided to post, "Happy travels, big cat."
What? Happy travel.
That's their official statement. Good job, Washdot.
Okay. All right.
The crossing was installed in 2018, and it keeps drivers and animals away from each other after increased human population, a boom in the number of deer. We have a deer boom, and development encroaching on natural habitat led to more cars on the roads and more crashes with animals. That would be so flippin' scary.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
have-
gosh.
They have underpasses too. If you don't know that, they have not just the overpass, but they have the underpass. So when you first come down, right when you come down and start right by the lake, there's an underpass.
For the animals or the
wildlife.
humans?
For the wildlife.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do they take? Do you know? Do they have a camera? Do they
No,
take the tunnel?
I don't think
Or
they.
the, dare I say, underpass?
Yeah, it's an underpass. I don't think
Thank
they
you,
have a
Producer
camera
Marc.
on the underpass, but they have one on the overpass.
Well, maybe they should add the camera to the underpass and possibly name the creek.
Well, maybe we should name the creek.
Ooh, what would we name an unnamed creek?
We're not gonna name it Cougar.
I'm gonna name it Creek. The Mount St. Helens Visitor Center at Silver Lake celebrated its reopening. It had been closed for several months to undergo renovations. While the closure lasted 8 months, the Washington State Parks tells us that the project was 5 years in the making.
Nice.
Since the
nice.
center hadn't been updated since it opened in 1986, the renovations were much needed.
Yep.
Johnston Ridge Observatory was not on a map in this building, and it's 2025, said Alyssa Adams, the park's interpretive specialist for the Mount St. Helens Visitors Center. We had not recognized the 2004 to 2008 series of dome building eruptions, so we really called ourselves vintage. that mountain is still erupting inside, internally. It's
well,
just.
do you know that it's a national park? It's not a state park. Mount St. Helens is a national park. So people, it's like going to Mount Rushmore or, one of the other national parks, and we have a couple of them here in Washington, which is great.
It's
awesome.
absolutely
Yeah.
awesome. We're all
Yeah.
about the parks.
Yeah.
So they were considered vintage, and they were not only just outdated, they also need a bit of an update to bring the story of all of this back to life again.
Yep.
From when Mount St. Helens erupted in May 18th.
Yes.
Year?
1980.
Thank you.
I was
Sorry.
10.
I was
in
9.
Yakima, and the sky grew dark.
It grew
2
very
days.
dark. Yeah,
2 days.
it was amazing. You were closer than I was. I was on the
No,
west
you-
side of the mountain. You
yeah,
were in
yeah, yeah.
central Washington.
But it was crazy. So if you ever have a chance, go back and look at the footage from it, because it really was crazy.
Or go to the visitor center.
There you go. Go to the visitor
The
center.
old
Yeah, go
exhibits were
visit.
also showing around 40 years of wear and tear. Within the revamped center, visitors can now find bigger and bolder images, a feature film, tactical experiences like volcanic rocks and castings, daily ranger talks, and exhibits catered to all ages.
Nice.
They also have more than 80 artifacts from the eruption on display, including a mangled door from a warehouse or logging camp, a stump from a tree sheared off by the mud flows, and a permit for a Coca-Cola delivery to Harry Truman at the Mount St. Helens Lodge. Is that not awesome?
Harry Truman.
He wasn't giving up.
Nope.
He was staying with the lake and the mountain.
He was going to go down with the ship.
Down with the ship, and that he did, and it's just incredible.
And he's buried under probably 300 feet of mud.
Oh my gosh. It's really a full-fledged experience, says Adams. We're really immersing everyone in everything about Mount St. Helens.
That's awesome.
The renovations were done in collaboration with the Cowlitz Indian tribe, who have been living alongside Mount St. Helens. Weaved throughout the exhibit is the history of the Cowlitz people, artifacts, and artwork. It sounds like a heck of a road trip. I would love to go there.
You've never been to Mount
I
St.
have
Helens?
never been to no. It sounds
Really?
amazing.
Wow, I was there for when it was kind of spewing. The last time it was spewing, I think it was 15 years ago, something like that. And
That's about right too.
television.
What they're saying, because
Yeah.
2004 to 2008, they were
Yeah.
having these internal eruptions.
Yeah, and I was in television, and for 3 weeks I stayed up there in a camper and
Were you
had a
scared?
great time. No, it wasn't scary. It actually was super warm for the time of year. And then one night a storm rolled in, and everybody had these tents up.
Oh no, the storm!
And the tents, I was holding down our tent because I was like, we're not losing this tent. But everybody else's tent was like, woo,
Oh!
gone. It was fun.
So
Yeah.
there's
So many fun
apparently it
stories.
is. I think that everyone probably has. If you've been in the Pacific Northwest
Yep.
for a long time, at least since May 18th, 1980, you have a story about Mount St. Helens.
You do,
yeah.
And we would love to hear your story
And you can email us at bbnw@tiivideo.
.com.
There you go. Millions of honeybees escaped a commercial truck that overturned.
Oh, another PTSD moment for producer
First,
Marc.
we've got the mountain. Well, this is the spirits episode. There was a buzz in the air early one Friday morning in northwestern Washington as about 250 million honeybees escaped an overturned truck.
Ooh,
truck
this
hauling
makes
an
me shake.
estimated
Why are you doing this to me?
70,000 pounds.
Why?
Because I do believe you sent me a message and said, "Hey, Shans, have you heard about the bees?"
I did. I know. God.
I said, "Yeah, we won't talk about it." You're like, "Well, we should talk about it." So this is producer Marc working through all of this. Yes, you're watching it unfold real time.
Right? It's awesome, isn't it?
It is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a
Don't make that.
no
noise.
sound effects. All
Don't
right.
make that noise.
He's going to have a little bee sitting on my shoulder at this point. The truck hauling an estimated 70,000 pounds of honeybee hives rolled over around 4 a.m. close to the Canadian border near Linden, Washington. The Whatcom County Sheriff's Office reported it appears the driver did not navigate the tight turn very well, causing the trailer to roll into a ditch. County Emergency Management spokesman Amy Cloud said in an email, The driver was uninjured. Deputies, county
what about
public.
the bees?
Well, I've got knowledge. Deputies, county public works employees, and several bee experts responded to the scene. The boxed hives later came off the truck, and local beekeepers swarmed to help recover,
Swarmed.
restore,
Get it?
and
Swarmed.
reset the hives. Get it? Swarmed.
Swarm.
Babble Buddies Northwest podcast humor. They were going to reset the hives, according to the sheriff's office. Can you imagine? I'm going to go reset the hive, honey.
Well, you gotta find the queen there, man.
That's why the plan is. Gosh, you're smart, producer Mark. The plan is to allow the bees to return
Been around
to.
a few bees in my
I'm
life.
thinking you have, because they had a plan. They had a plan, and the plan was to return the bees to their hives to find their queen in the next day or two, according to the sheriff's office. The goal is to save as many of the bees as possible. Them are smart buggers if they can find the queen. You're all around Whatcom County, and all of a sudden, like, whoop, there she is. Boom.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it, but it's pretty.
They wanted to send thanks to the community of beekeepers everywhere that came out and just exactly. Have you ever had that happen? One time.
A queen?
Well, one time there was an infestation of bees in my childhood home,
Okay.
and it sounded as loud as like a huge fan, like that sound you just made.
Yep.
And it was insane. And you call the pest people, they're like, well, we can't touch bees, and then you have to call a beekeeper. I'm like,
know,
I gotta call
yeah.
a beekeeper?
Yeah, it's crazy what you got to do when you have infestation.
It was insane.
Because the bees are dying out anyway. I mean, everybody's heard that, right? That the pollinators are going downhill, but it's the sound alone.
Yeah, it's like big, huge, like a fan sound. And then we finally got the beekeeper to come out thinking the bees would be there. And the very next day, and the beekeeper shows up, and the bees are gone. And the beekeeper was just like, I'm like, I swear to God, they were here. They were here. I saw them. They were right there in that tree. And he was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I missed it. He was definitely dejected.
Yep.
They live for saving the bees.
Yep.
So
Yep.
crazy. All right. Good old Friday morning commutes in Washington. You never know what you're going to get.
Well, goddamn.
Well, goddamn. Rare 20-year-old plant is blooming for the first and last time at Point Defiance.
Oh, is this the corpse flower?
Oh,
Is this a smelly flower?
no, they have a different one.
What?
For a short window of time, visitors at Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium will be in the presence of an unusual sight.
Okay.
The zoo's botanical garden has been the home and caretaker to an agave. I'm just agave. Okay, thank you, producer
Well,
Mark.
Well, agave is a
I
cactus.
sounded it out. You
Agave.
saw me. You watched in real time me sounding
Agave
it out.
is a cactus that they make tequila out of.
It's
Is this the
a-
right?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's the right one or not. Maybe
I'm going
you
to
said
say
it right.
agave because
Okay, all right.
it's a part of the artichoke family.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably.
All right. So it's referred to as an artichoke agave, and for more than 17 years now, the plant is blooming for the first and only time over the next few weeks, which is a very rare sight in Western Washington. As far as this natural habitat goes, this plant is definitely an uncommon sight in the Northwest, and super uncommon to see one actually blooming that you can actually see in a public setting. The artichoke agave is an evergreen, perennial, succulent plant out of the asparagus family, not artichoke. I guess they make artichokes out of asparagus? No.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Is the artichoke a standalone and so is an asparagus?
Yeah.
I don't eat other one.
Yeah.
No, I don't eat other one.
Asparagus grows a lot of places. We used to pick it along the ditch bank in Yakima. Good place.
Way back down along the ditch bank, I got me my artichoke and my asparagus.
No, we never found no artichokes.
just got
but-
your
But we got
asparagus.
our asparagus, and then we
What
cooked
an
it up,
upbringing you must
steam
have
it,
had over there,
steam it.
Yakima.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Ah!
Wow,
Oh my.
asparagus.
All right, well, it's part of the asparagus family that presents with blue-gray, hue and pointy tooth leaves growing in rosettes.
It sounds like studio dog.
Ah! It gets better because now we have a semi carrying 10,000 bottles of whiskey tips over on good old I-90.
God, the people must have just had a heyday with this, right? I mean,
Must get my whiskey.
must It just must be. It must be fun.
It must be
It
fun.
must have been a fun cleanup.
OMG. A semi-truck carrying 10,000 bottles of Woodinville whiskey
Woodinville.
tipped
Yeah.
over on Interstate 90 yet again on a Friday morning.
It couldn't be Crown Royal. Couldn't be something cheap. It had to be Woodinville.
Woodinville whiskey. And the State Patrol said, yes, speed was a factor.
Maybe he was nipping. Maybe the truck driver had grabbed a bottle from the back.
Oh no, my bottle. It happened around 7 a.m. on the eastbound lanes about 11 miles east of our good old town of North Bend, Washington.
And everything happens in Renton, but everything now happens in
North Bend.
Yes,
Bob
North
Antone,
Bend.
we got you.
We got you, Bob.
No one was hurt, but the Washington State Department of Transportation says it caused a 13-mile backup.
Mm-hmm.
Most lanes were blocked until they could tip the truck right side up again. State Patrol posted a photo showing crates of whiskey strapped in, saying most survived.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that because that would be alcohol abuse.
It would.
Yeah.
Just to take the Woodinville whiskey and
Yeah.
scatter it along
Well,
the
I mean,
I-90.
and you know, I'm not a whiskey drinker. I don't drink the brown liquor. But I know that the Woodinville.
Never heard it called that.
But I know the Woodinville whiskey is very, very top shelf stuff. So it's not cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. People of the PNW. Woo! Seattle honors Sonics basketball legend Lenny Wilkins with a statue at Climate Pledge Arena.
Very nice. He's well deserved.
Well deserved. A
Lenny.
statue honoring basketball legend, coach, and philanthropist Lenny Wilkins was unveiled at Climate Pledge Arena. The statue, located on the west side of the plaza, depicts Wilkins during his playing days and was crafted by renowned artist Lou Sella, known for his work on the statues of Ken Griffey Jr. and Edgar Martinez at T-Mobile Park.
Yeah, we love the Griffey statue and the Edgar statue, and I saw the pictures of Lenny Wilkins and it was great. What a great picture. What a great statue of it.
Yeah. Wilkins, a celebrated point guard, honed his skills on the courts of Brooklyn before attending Providence College, where he was a two-time All-American. Drafted into the NBA in 1960, he was traded to the Seattle SuperSonics in 1968, embarking on a storied career as a player, coach, head coach, and executive. He led the Sonics to the 1979 NBA championships, marking Seattle's first major professional sports title.
And only for the Sonics.
Okay. Lenny has been inducted 3 times into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, first in 1989 as a player, as a coach in 1998, and in 2010 as part of the 1992 United States Olympic Dream Team, for which he was an assistant coach. In 1986, Wilkins was named to the NBA 50th anniversary team, and in 2021, he was named to the NBA 75th anniversary team. In addition, in 2022, he was also named to the list of the 15 greatest coaches in the NBA history, being the only person to be in both NBA 75th season celebrates list as a player and as a coach. He is also a 2006 inductee into the College Basketball Hall of Fame. And that is why Lenny Wilkins is the Babble Buddies Northwest podcast People of the PNW. Woo-hoo-hoo, Lenny!
Go Sonics. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Bring back our Sonics. Driving to avoid situations. Producer Marc, do you go for it and just take the quickest route, or do you prefer going on roadways instead of freeways?
I'd like to see God's country.
God's country, I tell you, God's country.
God's country. It's fun to take. It's easier to take the freeways sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Well, there's a real thing out there, and it's called freeway phobia. Mm-hmm. It's a widespread problem, and an estimated 40 million American adults have an anxiety disorder. Driving anxiety is a huge problem for millions of people, yet there's a very little information that's out there that's reliable. But the fear of driving is the number one issue anxious drivers currently face. Mm-hmm. It makes it hard to get places. It eats into your time. Most people don't get what you're so scared of. Experts say that if you feel this way, as with a lot of problems, you should try to tackle it. Take a driving course, a defensive driving course. Get a driving teacher to ride along with you. Even if you already have a license, it's never stop learning, people. Now, avoiding stress with red light tickets is a whole new ballgame.
Message from Shan. Never stop learning.
Never stop learning. And if you know where the red light tickets intersections are, avoid them at all costs.
Why? Have you got a few?
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Oh,
Huh?
look, a baby deer.
Oh,
We
look,
told
a
you the
studio dog.
the deer population has exploded. Speaking of fears and phobias, do you recall any that you had when you were little? Like a fear you probably wouldn't encounter, but somehow it was in your mind and it still scared you.
I have plenty. My mind doesn't stop. So yes, plenty.
When you were a little producer, Marc,
When
you
I
had
was a little producer, Marc, the biggest thing was being thrown in a garbage can.
not piranhas.
No,
No. You know what mine were?
because I didn't want to stink like garbage.
No one wants to stink like I. Dang!
You dang.
Dang! Mine were the Bermuda Triangle and quicksand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, quicksand was a big thing too because we don't have it here. We don't. Well, maybe we do. I don't know, but I've never seen it in the Northwest. But just sinking into something would and not being able to breathe,
can't
and
get out.
not being able to get out. Yeah, I mean I've been stuck in mud before where I've lost my shoes or my boots.
Oh, not the shoes.
Yeah.
Well, quicksand is a significant and recurring theme in adventure fiction, particularly in film, where it is typically and unrealistically depicted with a suction effect that
Don't you
causes
remember-
anyone or anything that walks into it to sink and become fully submerged and drown.
Don't you remember Gilligan's Island? They
Yes.
were always sinking.
Yes,
in
and I
quicksand.
always watched Gilligan, and it was always that's
Yeah,
why
and
I was
then,
so.
and then you walk by and there's Gilligan's hat right there.
I
and
was
it's
so
like,
afraid, and it was supposed to be a feel-good show, but it just made me so
yeah,
afraid.
quicksand and Gilligan. It was. They had it like almost every other episode too. There
Right.
was Gilligan's hat.
Exactly.
Everybody thought he was dead.
Because this led to the common misconception that humans can be completely immersed and drown in quicksand, which is impossible. According to a 2010 article by Slate, this gimmick had its heyday in the 1960s when almost 3% of all films showed characters sinking in clay, mud, or sand.
Mm-hmm. Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island.
What about bridges?
I don't like bridges. That is a whole nother show.
It's just like the fear of driving on a freeway. Whenever we go on a Babble Buddies road trip, it's like she marks off the bridges. We're gonna avoid this one and this one
And this one
and this one. We can go around this one. I'm sure we can find a way.
And producer
around it.
Marc's like, it's a body of water. We can't go around it. You're going to find a way. Google Maps.
We'll find a way.
Hey, producer. Hey, producer.
Hey, Shantz.
How did the whiskey become a magician?
I don't know. I something about the bottle and disappearing and.
Yes, you are correct.
What?
It mastered the art of disappearing from the bottle. That clever little whiskey.
All right. Yeah. Well, stay away from the brown liquor.
Thank you, Babble Buddies Northwest podcast community.
Thank you.
You know what I say? I say, be better at life.
And you know what I say? I say that we love the studio dog.
We do.
We love the
We
studio
do.
dog. Gosh, she's just so cute.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Woo!